Mwah, ah. Yeah. I am Johnny Boy, the consumer monkey McDonald. This is Business Live Global. What is this? It's a show interviewing movers, shakers, business makers, paradigm breakers all over the world to be a part of our international collective and share your knowledge with our listeners and our wider business group. I certainly urge you to join Business Live Global to be a part of an international networking movement that's bigger than any have been yet conceived of. So, you get to choose the questions we ask, and you get to choose a song that's your favourite, which will be played out on the Business Live Global radio station. So, let's see who we have in the chair today. Providing organizational strategies that develops a sustainable culture, I give you Professor Torrey Davis. Torrey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
All the better for speaking to you. And obviously we have an existing relationship, but when I found out about what you're capable of, I thought we've got to interview you for Business Live Global. So tell me about this company you've started and what you do.
All right. So I started Davis IOP Consulting. Essentially, the work that I was doing at organizations, I realized that I could do outside of the organization as well. And what really got me started is when I was younger, I saw my mother go through some troubling times at work, where the work that she did was undervalued, underappreciated. And I actually went to school originally for my bachelor's degree for being in art as an art major. And I thought about, well, I love art. It's a passion of mine, but I don't think that's going to put food on the table for me. So I talked to my parents and I said, what's the field that I can get into? And then they said HR. So I got into the human resource field, and I took this needs assessment class, and I fell in love with that class.
Really?
But needless to say, I actually got into the field of HR, but I wasn't doing any work of that kind at USC until I was tapped on the shoulder and asked to participate in a project for the training and development department, at which I started survey development and created this survey that spanned over the state of South Carolina for the University of South Carolina. And so their hub campus and all of their extended campuses. And once I completed that needs assessment, we actually revamped the entire training and development department, which was an awesome experience. Put a ton of money into the department. We were able to enhance how all the individuals at the satellite campuses and the on-site campus were able to obtain and maintain their qualifications that were necessary through the revamp of training and development, and offer more self-service skills to various employees around the site. And then I ended up getting into a federal job where I took on the wellness program, and I started developing a lot of strategies that took our program to best in the region, in the top region, Piedmont region of South Carolina. Then 3 years later, even during the pandemic, we went to #1 employer well-being program in the state. So I started understanding that I have this knack for strategy. So in 2020, I said, I can do this and serve many different organizations across the United States, across various industries. So I'm not tied to any specific industry. The mission of Davis IOP is very clear, and it's to leave a lasting impression on organizations that we serve, fostering a culture of strategic thinking and continuing improvement that extends beyond our consulting relationship. But that's how I got started in Davis IOP, and I had to branch out on my own and start doing what I know and love, and taking that out to organizations everywhere, and it's not work. It's fun.
Well, I mean, it's not a secret. So I run Potency World. You've been working with me for the last year. You're now one of our directors. And honestly, anyone watching this video that needs to save money, needs to re-strategize, they should reach out to Torrey. The contact details will be on the notes that you'll be able to click on. So the impetus was seeing your mother struggling at work, and certainly women are routinely undervalued. So that's the start of the company because you realized you had a knack for it. Where do you want to go? What's the end goal for you?
So the end goal for me is to help organizations prosper and function. Whatever their mission is really to just help as many organizations as I can reach their goal.
Potential.
And yes. And how I do that is generally through process, procedure, which helps them have soft dollar savings. So I look at ways to make any of the work that they do more efficient.
Yep.
And then I also run needs assessment on those organizations to see if, hey, do you even align with your mission and your vision? And how are your core values in the organization? I'm going to look at the communication channels that are occurring within the organization, how they allocate resources, anything of that nature. I look at the organization as a whole and determine where are the inefficiencies in an organization and how do we make those spaces more efficient, which in turn has a lot of hard dollar and soft dollar savings for a company, which then that money can be reinvested into other aspects of where an organization is trying to reach.
So you did this process, is it Purdue University?
No, I worked there. I didn't do a process there.
Okay, so where have you saved one of the universities you took out a lot of money because we chatted about it. What was that scenario?
I saved a government agency a lot of money.
How much?
Roughly 650 grand.
Wow.
In a few years. Yeah.
So a couple of $100,000 or 300,000 a year, 30 grand a year. No, 300 grand a year, basically over 2 years. That's a vast amount.
I can't go into it, but yeah,
No.
I've saved an organization 650 grand with just process improvements and moving the needle and helping them understand how to structure their data, giving them dashboards so they can see where they are, a whole slew of things.
Excellent. Now, you're a multi-award winner. I can see all your certificates on the wall to your back. Tell me about this being recognized. How does it help you? How do you feel about it?
It was a surprise. It was one of those things where they recognized me and I said, who, me? Really? That's awesome. So it was a Brilliance in Healthcare Award. So I've worked in human resources for a while, but I've done a lot of work in the benefits sector, where I've saved 33 lives from heart attack and stroke.
Wow.
Because I've brought in programs that actually, did something for the people. It was not a box checker. It was active program scanning arteries, the heart, and all that kind of stuff, and they could see if there were blockages there. And
wow,
out of 218 people that were completed within a 4 to 6 month span on at an organization, 33 of them had blockages that could have led to heart attack and stroke.
Wow.
Just developed wellness programs that have helped people lose a ton of weight collectively, become more mentally resilient.
Yeah.
So
well, that's amazing.
Sorry, yes, thank you.
It is amazing. And, so not only from a saving money point of view, a process improvement point of view, also employee satisfaction and health is
and
kind of
engagement.
And engagement is what you're offering.
Yes.
So, I mean, people can get in touch with you, as I said, with the at the end. You have supplied me with a song by your brother called Hold On. Tell me a bit about the meaning of that for you.
The meaning of hold on, it basically states that sometimes there may be bad days or bad things, but just hold on and keep the faith and know that it's going to be all right in the future. And
Sounds
I
good.
like to stay positive. I use a lot of positive energy and positive psychology thought processes. And I tend to look at the glass as half full, not empty. And it supplied me with water. That's why it's half empty, right? It didn't evaporate. I was able to drink that and nourish myself. And then there will be more put back into that glass. So that song, Hold On, really just, it's a positive, upbeat song. And it lets you know that you just need to hold on and better days are coming. You just got to have faith.
That's incredible. I tell you what, considering we've been speaking for so long, I found out more about your drive in this short interview. So looking right down the barrel of the camera to a business owner that is going to see this, because Business Live Global is global, tell them why they should contact you. Yeah, why should they contact you?
Well, you should contact me because one, you're going to get a real person that you're going to work with, and they're going to listen to what you have going on. Essentially, what I like to say is I'm a facilitator. I'm a subject matter expert in strategy. I can help put all the pieces together that you need, but you're the subject matter expert of your business. And you don't hear a lot of consultants actually say that. They like to come in and do. But I like to come in and listen first.
Such a difference.
Yes, I want to hear where your pain points are, where your good aspects are as well. But I use a mental wellness approach that says, where do you want to go? What's your destination? And then we're going to look at the journey to get there and what actions we need to take to get there. I don't necessarily focus on all the problems and issues that are there, because by focusing on where we want to go, we're naturally going to touch on that.
Yes.
But having that positive mindset, we're actually moving forward and we're solutions focused and not problem focused. So we get done a lot faster.
In neuro-linguistic programming, it's called outcome thinking. And literally, so people watching this video, I'm dyslexic and I had this crazy idea, and talking to Torrey, he's helped get that down into 2 5-page documents, this whole mess in my mind. So I can only recommend him so strongly. Reach out to him. His details will be in the notes. He's on LinkedIn. You'll be able to see his website, so get in touch with him. Torrey, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can't be serious, man. Come on.
Sometimes you gotta let it go. Don't know why they're always testing my cool, and it wouldn't benefit nobody to just act a fool. So hold on, it's one of those days. Stay strong, I'm keeping my faith. Storms will pass, they never last. So get yourself together and hold on. Ooh, you know you're wrong for that one. Anyone can see you ain't right, but I ain't letting no one ruin my day. I'ma go on my way and hold on. It's one of those days. Stay strong, I'm keeping my faith. Storms will pass, they never last. So get yourself together and hold on. Brighter days are ahead for you.